It's the festive season in the country, and what better way to really celebrate Diwali for automotive enthusiasts than to have an absolute firecracker on four wheels. Yes, I'm talking about the RS Q8 from Audi. Audi launched the car just a little while after launching the Q8 earlier this year, and the SUV now promises to be a sports car and offer a whole lot more to the driving enthusiasts. What is the RS Q8 all about? Let's find out in this first drive review in our Diwali special. Brawn and brains, style and strength, power and panache. I can keep hurling adjectives from the dictionary to describe the Audi RS Q8, and yet a simple wow could describe the feeling of getting into one of the world's most powerful SUVs. Turning on the ignition. Switching on the RS mode. Turning traction control off. Slotting the gear to drive and taking off. This is absolutely spectacular. I mean, I never really knew that I wanted to be a fighter pilot at any point in my life, but really, this is what fighter pilot jets inside their planes would probably feel like, especially in that quick takeoff over an aircraft carrier. This is the closest you can get to that feeling, because I don't know if it was caught by my camera, but the feeling of being pushed back into these sports seats. Do I have a tear? I'm emotional as much as I am excited, because this car, the moment you switch on that RS mode, absolutely flies. It doesn't fly so much as it takes off with a huge sense of purpose. I mean, there is, after all, 2.5 tons of weight to carry forward, but this one just does it so beautifully, so effortlessly. It's almost like it doesn't even know that it's an SUV. Indeed, pushing the car to perform to what it claims to do best is like a bullet fire. Don't, for one instance, be fooled by the large SUV proportions, because here is a Tribord that is built for the speed offensive. That its top speed is limited to 250 kmph, 300 kmph in optional, is not just a statistic, because given a controlled track and a qualified driver behind the wheels, the RS Q8 does have the absolute capabilities of touching its max potential. I'll admit, Audi claims that this car can do 100 kmph from absolutely stand zero in about 3.9 seconds. I could only do it in about 4.5, and still, that is mighty impressive. In a controlled environment, even then, 4.5, 0 to 100, a 2.5-ton SUV with all of that power. I mean, anybody who's seeking a rush of sorts, well, the Q8 RS does not disappoint. But once you're done putting this car to its test when it comes to sprinting, how does it really perform in regular city conditions? All of the 600 HP and that exhilarating torque figure are indeed the crown on the RS's proverbial head, but the jewels are surely the characteristics that this car has when not being rushed as if it's the last drive on earth. I've turned off the RS mode. There is a button here for me to do that. It's also telling me on the heads-up display, and yes, this one does come with a heads-up display, that the RS mode is off. All I can see right now in that HUD unit is the speed, and now we are at a very leisurely 70 kmph. And well, this car can also be not just a race car, but a daily commute option, because it's got the same level of refinement, comfort, and a really comfortable experience overall as the Q8 also did and does have. Yes, this beast has a heart, and it is one that may make it a delightful daily drive option as well. This is because the RS Q8 handles itself just so well that you could mistake it for a docile SUV out for a ride in the sunshine. It keeps to its straights with purpose, and the suspension is done just right to give a sense of comfortable luxury to occupants. The steering right now, and we're in the comfort mode, is absolutely precise. The car goes exactly where you want it to, and as you can see, body roll is at a minimum. So even when you're taking turns at relatively high speed, and let me show you what I mean by that. There is another roundabout that's coming up, so we'll actually put this car to the test even then. I'll slow it down to about 80. No problem whatsoever. A large part of why the body roll is at a minimum, and that's so important in a sports car SUV like the RS Q8, is because of how these seats are designed. They are sports seats, so the bucket-like cushioning effect here. There is enough bolstering on the sides, so you are cocooned even when you are pushing this car to triple-digit speeds and making it do roundabouts and taking sharp turns. So again, fantastic job on that front as well. There is a sense of slight understeer when taking corners at speeds, but the onboard computers clearly jump in at lightning speed, and the active roll stabilization system ensures the RS Q8 grips the road like it's addicted to it. The gigantic 23-inch set of wheels are absolutely gorgeous to look at, and the massive brake calipers are in fact bigger than the wheels on some of the smaller mass market cars. Even when you're not in the RS mode and you're doing the dynamic mode, this car is mighty capable. It may not do 100 in 3.9 or for me 4.5 seconds, maybe 5.5, 6 even, but that's still really quick. Now, the one question that's been on my mind the moment I set my eyes on the RS Q8 and started driving is, where do you get roads that will make the RS Q8 a really viable option to be driven on? Now, yes, we are at a very controlled track. There is no traffic whatsoever, no pedestrians, but the RS Q8 is also very eager to be chosen as a daily commute option. And it is really good on that front, but the idea is to have the power, and frankly, in the interest of safe driving, well, you really need to peel your eyes to look for those tracks, those closed circuits, to put the RS Q8 to its absolute limits. The brakes could have had a little more bite, considering the speed and power that this car is capable of, but then it still suffices to bring all of that power and speed to a controlled stop. In terms of safety, the Audi RS Q8 is loaded to the brim. The most interesting aspect are the multiple cameras, which now also include augmented reality, which shows the Audi Q8 in a 3D animation on the screen. Much like the Q8, the Audi RS Q8 is also a luxurious cabin. The fit and feel of every element inside the Audi RS Q8 is right at par with what you would expect. This includes the twin-screen infotainment unit, the steering wheel, the leather upholstery, and a whole lot more. Space inside is nothing to complain about either, because while the driver may be engaging in putting the car to its absolute limits, the occupants will sprawl out with enough legroom, kneeroom, and headroom. On the flip side, and we had mentioned this in the Q8 as well, there aren't enough storage options in the vehicle. The rear passengers may also feel slightly shortchanged because there is no infotainment screen for them sitting at the back. So while the driver is having a gala time putting this car to its limits, there is nothing much for the rear passengers to do on long journeys. The strength of the RS Q8 obviously lies in how it performs. It is fantastic when being pushed to the absolute limit, and yet is as practical as ever to be driven in city traffic conditions on a daily commute option. It's more expensive, significantly, than the Q8, but it's also less expensive, and again, significantly, than its direct rival, which is the Lamborghini Urus. What do you think about the car? Do let us know. But for now, this is all we have. Here's wishing you and your family a very happy Diwali from us here in HT Auto. Stay safe, drive safe, and celebrate safe.